Hey, what's happening? Or what's happying? I'm Brian Reed, and today I want to talk about that. The difference between what made you happy today, or what are you happy about, and what's happening, or, in this particular case, what's happying. So today I'm here with Brenda Lee and Killian, and they're eating hay. And obviously, the hays make them happy. But that's exactly what I want to talk about. Because hay doesn't make them happy. If I turned to these horses and said, does hay make you happy? They'd look at me and went, don't know what that means. Because to them, the consuming of the hay, the tasting of the hay, the eating of the hay, that makes them happy. Hay doesn't make them happy. The word hay. So I want you to think about today. The other day I was going to bed, and as I'm shutting my eyes at the end of the night and doing my little meditation, Kathleen asks me, Brian, what made you happy today? And I started thinking about that. And I found myself going through, well, not that a little bit, this, that. And I thought, as we talked about in a previous blog, the purpose of our memory, which at that time I was using my memory to go through the day that had just unfolded, and I was using my memory to go back and find out what I was happy about those particular items. I was looking at each moment going, yes, not that one, that one. That was a little bit, and I was judging each situation or each activity or each engagement or action I had during the day or each experience I had, and I was judging them as whether they were happy or not. And I went, time out. This isn't making me happy, just the act of judging. The idea that, are you happy, is a judgment. Things are good, bad. Does this make me happy? Does this make me sad? And it's a snapshot of what was taking place during the day. A snapshot. Looking back at the whole day and going in that picture of the day behind me that had just passed, saying that made me happy, that didn't. Or in some of us, it's our lives. We look at from this moment back and we look at memories of our lives and we look at the memories and go, that made me happy, that didn't, that didn't, that didn't. And I wanted to talk about the horsepower of that. Again, horsepower meaning the energy it takes to move us, to move what matters a certain distance. So the idea of using our memory to create the future, using our memory, looking back at the information that's taken place, and using the horsepower of that to create movement. And as I was thinking about what was happening, I could feel the lack of movement. The complete stagnation of judging, looking at the past day, and analyzing and judging, this made me happy, this didn't, this didn't, this did, this didn't. And I could feel the status quo. I could feel all movement just go. And then this thought popped in my head. It isn't about what makes me happy. It's about what's happening. You know, when you say to a friend, hey, what's happening? What's happening? You want to know what movement is happening in their lives. What momentum do they have? What engagement do they have? What shifts are they creating? What's happening? And I thought, now take that and put that with happy and what's happying. And when I looked at that and go, what's happying? And Kathleen's question was, what made you happy today? I looked back at those same exact acts and said, what's happying? Which one of those activities do I want to carry forward to the next day? Which one do I want to create an energy that I look forward to? That I create my future by using my memory. I create my future by using my memory to create a happening or a happying. So today I want you to consider, are you judging your life? Because what I found with these beautiful creatures and with nature itself, it does not like judgment. It does not know good or bad. It knows certain things create movement, certain things create stagnation, certain things create connection, certain things create disconnection. See, the world is all about destination, the outcome. Are you moving towards, are you moving away? Moving towards is just information to guide you. Moving away is information to guide you. But when we judge it, moving towards is bad, moving towards is good, moving away is bad, that judgment is a snapshot. And nothing in the world is standing still. It's all moving. And that's why the judgment, self-righteousness, is the ultimate sin. It is the act of stopping the world that is constantly trying to move and expand. Your life, constantly trying to move and expand. So I want you to think, not what made you happy today, or what's made you happy so far in your life, but in the context of what's happening, what's happying for you? What thing in your past do you think, that I'd like to keep happening? And if I do that, that'll be happying. And this, I'd like to leave it right where it's at and let go of it, because to continue that is not what I want to have happening, and it's not happying at all. So can you see, in the context of movement, what made me happy today is a judgment. What's happening when I think about what's happying is taking what happened today and shifting it to create my future. To create my future. As what happened runs through me and becomes what's happening or what's happying. So rather than think what makes you happy and what doesn't make you happy, just try on the word. What's happying for me? And see the verb of that. Because what makes you happy, happy in that particular case, becomes an adjective describing something, a snapshot. What's happying is a verb. It's the action of life. So if you want to know what's happening in your life, take full control of what's happening and start happying today. What's happying for you? What's happening for you? And if you have to say what makes you happy, put it in the context of happying.